Hello everyone, we are Team MARSS and our developed solution for the second problem statement is the MARSS tracker, an all-encompassing solution to solve various problems faced by asset managers. So asset managers on a daily basis have to track various different macroeconomic narratives such as macroeconomic themes and the macroeconomic regime. Alongside that, they also have to track the impact on their actual portfolio and conduct risk assessment based on market developments. Furthermore, they also have to stay on top of various different news sources so that they can track any market development as soon as it happens. Now we have built a solution that encompasses all of these features into one place. So to begin with, we have our home screen here. So this shows you a portfolio snapshot which shows the total value of your portfolio, the movement in the past 24 hours, as well as an option to actually go to the portfolio tracker page using the manage portfolio button, which we'll get to later. Up next, we have the AI market briefing, which is performed by NLP engine. This performs two tasks. Firstly, it actually summarizes all the daily developments for the day, so that it's very concise and easy for you to read. Secondly, it gives you the actual impact on your portfolio based on today's developments. Up next, we have a live market intelligence feed, and what it does is that it takes articles from various different reputable sources, runs it through our NLP engine, and categorizes these articles as bearish or bullish based on the impact on your portfolio. In this particular case, all of these articles are bearish or bullish for our particular portfolio. And alongside this, it also assigns certain macroeconomic themes to these articles, which we'll get to later. If you click this drop down, you can also read the full article as well as view the estimated overall shift in your portfolio based on this particular article. This action is once again performed by the NLP engine. Now moving on to our portfolio tracker. This is a very comprehensive portfolio tracker which shows the exact values of your holdings, the changes in your holdings, the total portfolio value, the number of active holdings, top movers, and also shows you sector allocation and asset class exposure. So we have 6 different asset classes which are rates, equities, credit spreads, US dollar, oil and volatility. And this is extremely important for our risk implication, which we'll get to later. We also show yearly movement of each of our holdings as well as daily movement of each of our top holdings. Furthermore, we can also customize the portfolio by adding or removing holdings and also editing quantity. So for instance, here I can remove my Nvidia holding and add a holding in the stock QQQ with a quantity of 100. This asset is added, and then once I click on done editing, it's also added to our asset class as equity and also sector allocation. Up next, we have the AI news page. So what this does is, as I previously mentioned, we take various different articles from reputable sources. Alongside this, the NLP engine assigns it a relevant score based on your portfolio, assigns it as bearish or bullish, once again based on your portfolio, and gives particular macro themes. As you can see here, geopolitical escalation dominates the macro theme list because of the growing conflict in the Middle East. So now we have the macroeconomic theme heat map, and what this does is that it can show you the importance as well as the movement of macroeconomic themes over a period of time. So the theme probability distribution actually shows which theme is currently dominating based on previous data. So geopolitical escalation, as previously mentioned, is dominating from this graph. And over here from the theme score matrix, we can see the movement of all of these themes for a particular period of time. So for example, 30 days, 7 days, 24 hours, and also daily movements. And the theme list is actually 15 themes, but in this case we can only see 10 themes because these are the themes that have moved since we actually started taking the data. Over here we have the economic event timeline, which shows us which macroeconomic theme is the most dominant since we started taking the data, and that's the reason for this macroeconomic theme being dominant. So here we can see that geopolitical escalation is dominant, and the reason for this is the war in the Middle East, which threatens global food production. Last but not least, we have the risk implication feature, which is built using our proprietary scenario stress testing engine. So firstly, what it does is it assigns it a macroeconomic regime. So there are 4 broadly accepted macroeconomic regimes, which are inflation, growth, precarious, and crisis. So currently, the scenario stress test engine deems it to be precarious regime, and this is fine. This is true because of the growing conflict. Alongside this, we also have the cross-asset impact engine, and what this does is that it actually runs a simulation on all of your various different asset holdings based on the market developments, and it actually estimates the impact and the shock on all of these holdings based on market developments. It takes this one step further by also doing a simulation on your particular portfolio and doing a percentage change and giving an estimated percentage change to your portfolio based on all of your holdings and based on market developments. Finally, we also have the scenario ladder, and what this does is that since there is an average score that we use for cross-asset impact, we are also giving the worst case score as well as the best case score for the shock that is faced by all of your assets, and this can help asset managers prepare for every single scenario. Ultimately, these are all of our features that we have used in our MARSS tracker, and this can solve all of asset managers' problems. Thank you.